Assalamu alaikum and greetings to you all. This is Sabina Victor, and today the topic for my presentation is promoting online safety through digital literacy. We are living in the digital age, and internet and social media have become a part and parcel of our lives. At the same time, online predators are growing, and with more children and teens spending time online, the risk is growing as well. Now, predators can easily fake profiles on social media, etc. They can use deception to build trust with their victims and spend months gaining their confidence. And at the same time, they gain their confidence. And once they try to gain their confidence, then they ask that person to meet immediately. And they may also start asking for personal information or cause harm, which can extremely be dangerous for a young person or a child. Not only that, your child or student can also find a lot of inappropriate content. For example, let's talk about, the recent, not recent, but I had got to know that a popular cartoon for children, that is Coco Melon, had shown an inappropriate content related to LGBTQ. And this caused a stir among parents because they became quite concerned about the way the young minds are being exposed to such topics which we consider sensitive or taboo in our Eastern culture, because our culture does not allow this. All right. So, therefore, all parents and educators should guide and keep an eye on the kids' online activity, or in simple words, practice online safety. All right. So, moving on. Now, I have a discussion. All right, since it's a recorded session, so we cannot have a direct discussion. But yes, I want you to share your answers related to these questions. That is, do you allow your child or children to use the internet or social media? Number two, do you monitor their online activities? Number three, have you created rules for them to use the internet or social media? Number four, what steps have you taken to ensure online safety for your children or students? All right. So I will be looking forward to your answers on the YouTube comments. Okay. So moving on, now I come to an important topic and definition, that what is digital literacy? Now, digital literacy means the ability to use information and communication technologies to find, evaluate, create, and communicate information. Digital literacy is an important skill for students in order to meet their personal and educational needs, as well as to be prepared for the future technological trends and career opportunities. Examples of digital literacy are: number one, turn on a computer, tablet, smartphone, and navigate desired applications. Number two is successfully perform online searches and research information. Number three, being able to use visuals and graphic materials to present ideas digitally. Number four is create and maintain professional profile online and use effectively to maximize career and networking opportunities, etc. All right. So next I come to is the importance of digital literacy in education. Now, number one, it says it enhances students' engagement. Now, when teachers implement digital literacy in the classroom, it helps to keep students engaged in their work. Utilizing blog posts, podcasts, and networking opportunities provide a modern approach to engaging students in classroom. For example, instead of asking students to write a summary on an article they have read in the class, they can create a video summary. Number two is improves the academic performance of students. Now, digital literacy can improve the academic performance of students by allowing them to create content such as presentations, video, blog posts. When they use digital tools to create their own content, many of them can understand the material better and more likely to retain information. It also allows them to express their ideas and discoveries in innovative ways while improving their ability to perform well academically. Number three creates more opportunities for collaboration. Now, teachers incorporate collaboration in their lessons to engage students in the material to keep them to help them and to help them have academic discussions with their peers. Now, digital literacy provides opportunities for collaboration. Students can edit presentations simultaneously on different computers and share and edit notes, therefore through cloud-based softwares, discuss classroom topics through group messaging or apps, etc. Now, next point is prepare students for job market. Now, many jobs in the workforce have technology-related requirements. After high school, college, or university, students may need these qualifications in order to secure employment. Now, as a teacher, you can give your students digital assignments so that they can experiment with different online programs and tools they may use in their future careers. And this requires you to provide them credible content and website or tools. And lastly, applies to more specific areas and fields. Now, teachers can use digital literacy in nearly every subject. Digital literacy strategies can be incorporated in any subject after tailoring it to meet the student's needs. Now, as a teacher can use, therefore, various digital tools or apps to make subject interesting, lively, and engaging. Like in my previous presentation, I had given you an example of mental up games, of how you can use mental up games to enhance your students' critical thinking skills. All right. So moving on, I now come to a very important topic, that is, the current online threats. Now, number one is cyberbullying. Now, cyberbullying means harassing a person online by using technology. Now, this occurs on social media, emails, forums, or gaming where kids can participate or share content. Number two is phishing and scams. Now, phishing is a technique for attempting to acquire sensitive data, such as bank account number, through a fraudulent solicitations, therefore an email or a website. Next comes scams. Now, scam is a dishonest plan for making money or getting an advantage, especially that involves tricking people. You must have heard of the income support scheme. So that is an example of a scam. All right. Then is privacy invasion. Now, it means an unlawful intrusion into the personal life of another person with which the public has no concern. All right, then comes malware. Now, malware is a software designed to disrupt or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. And viruses, it's a computer program or a part of a computer program that can make copies of itself and is intended to prevent the computer from working normally. All right. So these are some important terms which I wanted you to be familiar with. All right. So next I come to is the practice of developing what you can say online safety. And this is just points for general points for everyone. Now, the first one says that develop strong and unique passwords. Number two is keep your devices and apps up to date. All right. And the third one says avoid using public Wi-Fi. Have you ever entered a password to connect to a Wi-Fi network? If you did, then the network is more secure than an open one. That any device, therefore, within range can connect to public Wi-Fi. Open chances, therefore, to public Wi-Fi actually opens chances to hacking of sensitive details or data such as bank account numbers, personal messaging apps like WhatsApp, etc. Then is be vigilant. Even when you are busy with your online activities, whether it's a social media or are using a specific website, make sure that you use websites or social medias which are credible, all right, which provide you with credible information. Always remember social media, every information is not true or is not credible. So you need to then be more vigilant, do your research and see which information is relevant or which is not irrelevant. At the same time, you also need to make sure that whatever sites or websites you are using, you need to make sure that you try to remove the what you can say the data that is saved in the back, all right, and so that another person may not misuse the information of the sites that you have explored. Okay, then another important point is consider using a VPN. Now, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and its main purpose is to provide a tunnel for encrypted internet traffic. We have been exposed to VPN since last year in May 2023. However, VPN may connect you to your desired website or social media account, but there is a risk of snooping. Now, snooping means to look into something secretly for something by other devices on the same network. So if you wish to use VPN, then do your research and decide which one makes sense for your online needs. All right. So next I come to is another important topic, and that is understanding digital footprint. Now, digital footprint began to exist soon after the dawn of the internet. At first, a user's digital footprint was simple. It could include IP address, browsing history, uploading files, online messaging, other data they might leave online. The modern digital footprint can include online reviews, digital images, reactions to online posts, and uploading videos. Now, your location history are also a part of your digital footprint, especially when you're using Google Maps, okay? Personal and professional information on social media platforms also use such information in your digital footprint to improve your navigation experience. For example, LinkedIn offers people you may know feature to introduce you to new business contacts, helping you to strengthen your business or professional portfolio. Similarly, Facebook will suggest new friends or add people you know based on the shared connections. And someday I will have a separate session on digital footprint where I will talk more about it and give you examples of digital footprint. All right. So since we are talking about online safety, so these are some measures which I need to give as reminders, which consider it as reminders because I know most of the parents are practicing them, but consider them as, positive reminders. All right. So these are actually practicing social media safety in order to prevent the current online threats such as cyberbullying, viruses, malware, phishing, etc. All right. So the first point says educate yourself about social media. Now, as a parent or an educator, it is important to familiarize yourself with such sites out there which are appropriate and which are appropriate for your child. Some popular social media apps or sites for children and young people are WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, then you have Tumblr, Peed, P-H-E-E-D, then is Kik, K-I-K, then you have Facebook, you have YouTube, then you have X, which was previously known as Twitter, and then you have Reddit. All right. Then number two is establish an age limit for your child to start using social media. Now, most social media apps or sites require a user to be 13 plus or older in order to create an account without parents' permission. According to the COPA Act, therefore, which stands for Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. You see, whenever I record videos for YouTube, I'm always, whenever I try uploading it, I also have to fulfill certain criterias, such as YouTube asks me, is the video meant for children? And even if it's meant for children, is it according to the COPA Act? If it's not for children, then obviously that all the more makes it easier for me to upload. So you see, dear parents and educators, whenever you upload videos on YouTube, for kids, you need to make sure that you are following the COPA Act. All right. Next comes is regularly check your child's privacy settings. All right. Make sure that if your child is using social media, make sure that the settings are private. And always remember, social media apps keep updating themselves. So therefore, the privacy settings also keep changing. So make sure that as a parent or an educator, you guide your child how to make their social media accounts, secure, especially from the strangers who are always waiting for a chance, to mislead or misguide the young minds. All right. Then comes is keep your child's profile private. Now, most of the social media sites give you the option to make an account private. All right. This means that the people whom your child has friended will be able to see the content on their profile. This is an important step to take in order to keep the content private and also to keep it away from people who may misuse the content, all right, or who may take advantage of your child who's interacting, on social media. Next is make sure that they are not posting personal details, including phone numbers, addresses, or check-ins. All right. Then don't allow them to post photos, videos which jeopardize their safety or character. All right. Then is number 7, make sure they choose a strong password. Number 8, never allow them to accept friend requests from people whom they don't know. All right. Remember, stranger is a stranger. A stranger can never be a true friend or a family member. All right. So, and second last is set guidelines or use or rules for the use of for their social media use. All right. Or remember that they are students, they are children, and they need to maintain a balance between social media and their studies. All right. Studies are something which is very important. And if social media is a part of their assignment or a task given by the teacher, then yes, they can use it, provided that you should be there to monitor and see what sort of task the teacher has given. Because I'm sure nowadays teachers They do communicate to the parents through messaging apps like WhatsApp, and they keep parents updated that certain tasks are going to be, or projects are going to be done with the children, which require their cooperation. Also, I used to do these similar tactics. I used to inform parents in advance that their support and their cooperation is needed in terms of working with children on their projects, where I used to work with them on their projects in school. So parents could also help around at home. All right. So you need to set a certain guideline or rules for them, that how many hours they are going to use social media. Because remember, exposure to the screen is also harmful for their eyesight, for their brains, all right, for their physical or their mental well-being. All right. They need to practice then, digital detox. Digital detox means taking a break, from social media. All right. And the last point says be open to dialogue. Now, you can't monitor your child's social media activity 24/7. So, maintaining a strong line of communication is important to understand what is going on with your child online. Ask them to inform you whenever they receive messages or invitations from strangers, or if they see any explicit or inappropriate content. Talk to them about the consequences of misusing social media. Ask them to share with you if someone is teasing or harassing them, as those are the signs of cyberbullying. Try to keep your conversation, open with your children, because you see, children, the young minds are always curious to know more. All right. And if they come across any explicit content or inappropriate content, just don't tell them, nahi nahi, gandi cheeze, ye mat dekho, ye mat dekho, ye mat dekho. No, tell your children why it is inappropriate, and also tell them from the cultural, aspect, that why they should not watch such inappropriate or explicit content. All right. So you see, when you establish an open dialogue or a communication with your child will learn to then trust you and will share more things with you. And you, as a parent and an educator, will also be on the safe side, and you will know what your child is doing online, and you yourself can sit sometimes and monitor them, or if not necessary sit, because it makes them also feel insecure. So but you can just have a round at the back while they are using the social media, and you can see for yourself whenever you are free. All right. Just check and monitor their social media navigation. All right. As adults, it is our duty to do this for our future generation, because we cannot afford our future generation to be plagued by taboo topics, which is detrimental for their well-being. All right. We need to make sure that our future generation is brought up in the right ways. All right. And according to the Eastern culture, according to the culture of your home. All right. Is that clear? So if you have any important questions to ask me related to digital literacy and online safety, you are most welcome to ask me through WhatsApp message, or even through YouTube also. I'm always open to your questions, to your queries, and I'll try to address them as much as I can. All right. And this brings my presentation to an end. I apologize for the inconvenience that has been caused, and I explained you the reasons through WhatsApp. So do watch this recorded session, and I will be sharing the Google Attendance link and Padlet link in WhatsApp very soon. So take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz, goodbye, and have a blessed day. And God bless you all. All right.